Hello everyone, Sprinkles on the line, and I'm here to tell you another wacky story. I don't know why I led the video with that, please forgive me. Also, I have acquired a haircut. I look like this now. So as you all know, children are crazy, and I was no exception. Elementary and middle school, basically the first 12 years of your life, you are just a bundle of chaos. All the random memories I have from my tween years are really weird. For example, in the 5th grade hallway bathroom, there was assumably a Shrek shrine. I married a tree, and it wasn't just me, a lot of other people did as well. I went through a Hamilton phase, directed a choir, sold fake paper wallets for fake paper money, attempted to run a marker tattoo parlor, the teacher shut that one down pretty quick, and wrote a picture book to read to my entire class, and gave them worksheets to complete based on my picture book. I was a little crazy. But I had a friend who was even more insane. Picture this, 7th grade. I'm just starting to take interest in drawing seriously. My friend, we'll just call him Nathaniel. He was a fun guy. Theater kid, comedian, just a silly little guy. He was the one who originally had encouraged me to start this channel. I remember that backstage during performances, he would sit in this rocking chair, and we'd all gather around him in a circle, and he would tell us stories. Fun times. So this guy really liked bread. No, he was obsessed. He kept bread loaves in his locker. He had these silly little bread slippers he would sometimes wear. His Halloween getup was, you guessed it, bread. He had all the merch. He would regularly bake bread to bring to school. He turned his schoolwork to bread too, making presentations about the history of bread and how yeast worked. I also have a beautiful son named Andrew, his bread maker. I mean, you really gotta be obsessed to dedicate that much time and effort into something so trivial. Not like I would know anything about that. So Nathaniel wanted to share his love of bread with others. Funnily enough, there had already been a bread cult at our school. It had just already died out. He was going to bring it back. It started with just him and a few friends, but that wasn't going to cut it. He started to spread propaganda. One day he came up to me. "Do you like bread?" "Yes." "Well, I've got the news for you." And just like that, I was in. When you join, the lore says that you're waking up the bread inside you, and you are now represented by the type of bread that feels most you. I chose fairy bread. If you don't know what that is, it's an Australian snack that's just bread and butter sprinkled with sprinkles. Fitting, right? Some sprinkles facts for you. I was considering naming this guy Bread, so that we could be like Sprinkles and Bread, and then the channel would be Fairy Toast. But back to the clan. Around when I joined was when the clan was in full swing. Basically the entire school was in it, and everyone was contributing. We had a flag, the Constitution, the Bible o' bread. There was bread propaganda, AI songs, a chat room, a hit list. We had it all. I do want to specify, this wasn't really a cult, but more of a clan. And the point wasn't to worship the bread, but to respect the bread as a community. And it was really fun. It died off once again, but the memory will always live on. And so will the lore. Today I will be telling you the story of the Great Bagel War. The history of our clan. Long ago, there was our late ruler, Bread. He was a kind, wonderful leader, and he made life breadiful. He was getting older, and in time he would fade and be in the hands of Breda. So one day, he went to his son, Bread. "Son, it is time for our country, for me. You need to assume the role of our king." But the young Bread was scared, and instead he ran far, far away into the fields of gluten. The leader got weaker and weaker until he lay on his deathbed, and his advisor, the everything bagel, snatched the crown right off his bread. This bagel was cruel, a greedy tyrant with a stale heart. He took what he wanted, and what he wanted was the hand of a fair lady raisin bread. Knowing his dark ways, she promptly refused, and so angered by this, the bagel had her executed on the spot. But this wasn't over. No, the bagel had not had his revenge. He ordered his guards to take the life of every raisin bread. A great war, a mass genocide then happened. Many lives were lost, and the raisin bread population was withering. The bread son, who had long ago ran away from his princely duties, heard of the terrible horrors happening in the wheat region, and knew his days of running were over. He rode on his horse to the capital, and personally killed the everything bagel himself. He reclaimed his birthright as king, and made sure never to let harm fall on Breadland again. Thank you for watching. You guys are truly amazing, and I'm glad you sat through this longer video. Since it was longer, I took a little longer to post, but since it is the summer now, I should definitely have more time to post better videos, which is exciting. Thank you for watching again, and goodbye!